Hi, I'm Nick Compass, Director of Instruction, Santa Ana Country Club. I'm always asked about getting more distance, so here are 3 keys or 3 of the best ways I've found to get some more distance with your driver. So one of the things a lot of times when people talk to me about distance, I'll put their swing on video and I'll see a lot of their back swings, they're only to about here. Now, whether that's from a little bit of flexibility or they're just not comfortable with it, we've got to get that swing to get longer. So when they're making a 3/4 swing, it's really hard to get some distance from there, okay? So again, we want to try to get this club all the way back. So first thing we're going to do is we're going to do a practice swing. Again, this is super exaggerated, where I'm going to go back and I'm going to get my arms so relaxed, and even if they bend a little bit, I don't care. And I'm going to go ahead and let it touch my shoulder. So you can see how long back it is. So from here, then I'm going to let it swing on through and touch that other shoulder. So we're just going to let it touch the shoulder and touch the shoulder. The other way I like to do this is you can kind of think about maybe making a John Daly swing. So again, John Daly, hey, he's got that big swing that clubs all the way, and I can see it out my eye here. So again, that's another way that we can kind of feel that. So again, now I want to get up to the golf ball and I want to try to feel this longer swing. So again, instead of me making this 3/4 swing, I'm feeling like this club gets all the way back there like John Daly. Now, we've probably all heard that, hey, you don't want to bend your arms at all, okay? For driver, we can get away with a few things that we may not do with an iron. So again, it's okay if our arms bend a little bit because the ball's up on a tee. We can get away with it and straighten it out a little bit. So again, I really want to feel this club get back a little bit longer. I want to go ahead and hit one like that. So again, I'm not super concerned with the direction. I'm just trying to get this club to get all the way back. Okay, like that a lot. Actually hit it pretty darn good for making that swing go so far back. So that's one. I've got to make a full swing, and the way that I want that full swing to be is I want to get this arms in these club, that club all the way back there, and you can see how my wrists are nice and relaxed. And again, when I do that drill of letting it touch my shoulder and touch my shoulder, it helps me to do that. All right, there's 1. 2, we are, to help us with those arms and to get that further back, what's helpful is to get a little bit more turn, okay? Now again, we could have a flexibility issue where, hey, I can't get my body to turn much and I'm not getting anywhere near a full shoulder turn, okay? So the first thing I want to do is I'm going to try to feel, as I start to do this turn, I'm going to let my front foot come up a little bit. I'm going to let my front foot come up a little bit here. So again, when I'm here, I'm letting that front foot come up, okay? And I don't mind about that. That should allow me to get a little bit more hip turn, okay? And this is kind of be almost like doing a Bubba Watson swing. So again, when I go to swing here, I'm here, and I'm going to let that front foot come up, okay? And you can see how big this turn is. I'm going to let my hips and my shoulders turn there. Now, the other way that I could do this is if I were going to get set here, and I were to drop this foot back a little bit. So I'm going to get my standard setup, I'm square, but now I'm going to go take this foot and I'm going to drop it back. So my hips kind of got a little pre-turn to it. Again, with this pre-turn, if I was trying to turn my hips about 45 degrees, if I've already got them turned 10 or 15, hey, that's easy for me to do. That's going to make it a little easier. So again, I'm going to do my Bubba Watson swing here. I'm going to have this foot back a little bit, and I'm going to let that front foot come up a little bit. And again, not worried about direction right now. I'm trying to get my swing longer so I can get more distance. Okay, so again, we're going to let this front foot come up, doing my best. Again, I got this foot back here. I'm going to do my best Bubba Watson, let that front foot come up here. Okay, caught it a little bit thin, but I felt like I got some pretty good speed into that. Okay, so I'm happy with that. That one's a little tougher to time up there. All right, last one. I've got to have some freedom and I've got to have some swoosh in my swing, okay? So what I want to try to do, we're going to do a drill with this. But again, what I first would do is I'm going to make a swing, and I'm going to try to get this club, and I want to hear this club head make a swoosh, okay? That's my goal, have some speed through there. If I'm tight through the shot, we're not going to get any of that swoosh, okay? So I want to hear that swoosh. Now, the second one I'm going to do here, I brought this noodle out. Now, usually when I'm with a student, I'll hold it for them. I'm going to hold it for them, but I'm going to use my bag, and this is what you could do if you wanted. So I'm going to put it in that holder right there, okay? So it's just a little bit off the ground. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and hit through this noodle. So again, I'm going to do as big a swing as I can, and I'm going to hit this noodle here. Okay? And I'm trying to knock that noodle out of that holder right there. Okay? So again, I want to try to hit it out of that noodle there. So again, now I can do that with the golf ball. So again, I'm trying to feel that swoosh, and I'm trying to feel that noodle go through there. So let's see if we can hit this. Feeling that swoosh and all the way through that noodle. Best one yet there, felt really good. Again, helping me get that swoosh and get through that noodle will again add some speed. So again, 3 things. You don't have to do all of them at once. Maybe try to identify which one's best for you, but any 3 of those will help us add some speed. Again, we've got to make a long enough swing, okay? Feeling like you're John Daly, get that club all the way back. Second, I've got to get a little bit more turn, which I can do by dropping my foot back a little bit, and also feel that front foot come up a little bit in my backswing. And the last one, trying to get that swoosh or hit through the noodle. Those 3 things will help you get more distance.